Yo, 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 yo. I'm currently in a race right now. And it's just a fact. Zed has nerfed my horse. I'm not taking anything less than Zed has nerfed my damn horse. Point A is that Diamonds would pull flames in literally 1600 meters against anybody. Anybody. I haven't pulled flames in these last two races. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. They nerfed my horse, bro. They nerfed my horse. Let's see if we get 12. That's a decent kick. That's a pretty good kick. I think we'll place in this one if he keeps it up. Ooh, Glorious Hero and Resource Monarchy. We're going to have to pass. Damn! White Snake, chill. Yo, don't let him catch you, Diamonds. Go, buddy. Okay, we'll place third. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. They nerfed my horse, bro. They nerfed my horse, Golden. Golden, they nerfed my horse, cousin. Look at this. No flames. I mean, Z2, Z1, cool, cool, and another Z1. Let's go look at the past race. Actually, let's just go look on Know Your Horses. All right. This is... I'm pulling flames in basically every race. I mean, I didn't in this one. But, I mean, 1,600 meter free races, I'm pulling flames. Last two races, I might be tripping. I don't know. But normally, he doesn't pull flames over me. I don't even know who these two horses are, so it might be something. But damn, 1,600 meters, Diamond's favorite distance. Lucky Jack's supposed to be coming on today. He hasn't responded yet though, so I don't know if he's gonna come on. So I'm gonna do some racing in the meantime. If he comes on, cool. If not, we'll probably just reschedule and get him back on here another time. How's everybody doing in the Fibonacci though? I'll show you the rest of my horses once I hop in this 1,000 meter. All right, let's go look at tournament qualifying. Diamond's doing absolutely terrible, terrible, absolutely terrible. You should do a horse review episode where you go over people's horses and talk about future. All right, let's do it right now. You show me your horse. I don't got nothing else to do. I mean, I'm racing. We're supposed to have LJ on, but it looks like we might have to reschedule that. So yeah, shoot me your horse, and I'll give you my best review that I can. All right, let's go to tournament qualifying. Fuck, dude, I just dropped my whole ashtray on the ground. My whole ass ashtray. That shit's gonna be a bitch to clean up. All right, tournament qualifiers. Bro, I can't get in, stuck in loop, and accepting KYC. No, you're when it rains it pours. That's my horse. Yo, 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 what up, Andy? Okay, so Diamond's absolutely horrible right now. 14 races, so a little bit under halfway. Okay, Lucky Jack's just hit me in the DM, so he said he'll be right here. So we're still on. Arson doing pretty decent in the sprinters distance. Calico doing we're actually really good in the sprinters distance, averaging 30 points right now. I gotta get to Dunkin'. Lucky Jack said he's gonna be doing the interview in Dunkin' Donuts. So hey, you get in wherever you can fit in. I appreciate that, Lucky Jacks. I just dropped my whole ashtray, bro. That shit. That's gonna be a bitch to clean up. All right. You said your horse was when it rains it pours. I'll look at this horse before this race runs. Yo, I got the same problem, bro. I can't get into Zed. So, AJ. Oh, who is it? Giannis and Corey. Is it just like showing up Zed blank? Did you guys accept the terms of conditions when last night? Corey, I know you said you never saw terms of conditions. The race you didn't get flames in, was it Diamond's last race? Last two, bro. Last two races, yeah. And I mean, I'm normally flaming over anybody. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's look at the horseshoe on when it rains, it pours. Looks, I would test out maybe 1,400 meters a little bit more. Looks pretty average at 1,000. Pretty average at 1,200 meters. potential U shape at 24. You got the 2 right here, and then we got Lucky Jacks hopping in. All right, so give me like 2 more minutes. We'll be back with Lucky Jacks, guys. Let me turn up the desktop audio, hit record. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode 13 of Zed Daily. Today I have OG, double OG, triple OG, Lucky Jacks with us. How you doing, bro?
What's good, my man? I'm hyped to be here. I watch every episode. I don't always catch them live, but I watch the replays every day. So I'm always excited to see these roll through my feed, man. They get me hyped up.
Let's go, man. Let's go. So take us back, LJ. Take us way, way, way back, all the way back. How did you find
Ooh.
Zed Run?
Ooh. So I was in towards the end of college, and I was getting into crypto for the first time, but I wasn't trying to get involved in everything. I really wanted to pick something that I thought was a really good space. And to me, I was looking at dApps that were a game so they were games, but they were also gambling. I thought that was going to be a really big crossroads, an intersection of those two spaces, especially with crypto. So I actually searched. I didn't find anything that satisfied like that I wanted to be a part of until I searched the virtual horses. And I just happened to Google like virtual horses. And yeah, bro, I saw the pictures. They looked nice. And I read about the vision. The vision got me hooked right out the gate. You know, their vision was so big and it was so expansive. Like, again, being in the crossroads of gaming, blockchain, entertainment, gambling, like technology in general, fintech, DeFi, like it's right there. Like it's right at the crossroads of all these things. And to me, that was always the most exciting thing about it.
Okay, so when you're buying these horses back then, what Z number are they, and how much is the price on those?
So they started out with Z1s. They were going to release half of each set. And the form that they released them is not what it is today. The format was there was a horse on the page and you could buy that horse. And it was the same horse for everybody. But we discovered if you made a transaction and then rejected the transaction, it would refresh the page and it would bring up the next horse on the screen. So you have the first half of all Genesis horses being released, which is a big deal in and of itself. But you also now have the ability to cherry pick the super rares because you can just refresh until they come up. Space at that time because the pictures of the horses, you know, there was no utility. It was all just a dream at that point, and now here we are. But yeah, I just think it was interesting to see like how it transformed.
Okay, so I heard that you were buying like a certain color group of Genesis horses. Why a certain color group, and did you try and like lock down that color? What was the thought process behind that?
So when I was a kid and still today, I always loved strategy games. So like Monopoly, I like Risk, I like Axis and Allies. I like these kind of tactical games where the pieces are not necessarily all the same, or the territories, like, you know, in Risk, if you get all the Australia bits, you get a bundle for Australia, you get a bonus, you get extra troops. So Monopoly, you get 3 of the same color, it's a bonus, you know, you can start putting houses down on that shit. Like, I saw Zed very much the same way, especially because of the rarity. And if you wanted to control a color and you wanted to control like electric violet, which is a dope color, it's a common color. So there's only 5 peach puffs because it's a super rare. So your ability to control 5 is much easier than it is to get all 10. And so that was kind of the thinking, it was the strategy element I wanted to get. And I wanted to take it even farther than that because not only do I have the Z1 peach puffs on lock, I have the Z2s on lock, Z3s, Z4s, and the Z5s on lock. Like that's 3 bloodlines deep of what could be the nastiest dynasty in Zed Run. And it's a huge unscratched lotto ticket. And I believe that you can create the synergy between them. You have the color as a brand, you have the color as a symbol. It can, if you breed it correctly, your color will actually mean it's a good racer. Like you can combine these things in a way with, a whole dynasty of peach puffs that haven't really been done before in the game. Not to mention you can pop out super coats it's just, I think it's the biggest untapped asset in the game. And I think that's one of the reasons it's the most valuable asset in the game as a block of horses.
Okay. You're kind of got like a little bit of a lag to you a little bit right now. So we can hear you, but it's a little choppy. But
okay.
We can keep going. So did you go all in when you first found Zed, or did you kind of just like
I didn't have money? I didn't have no all to in, bro. I was broke. I wasn't, I didn't come from money or anything like that. I made my own major in college. I called it maximizing human potential. So nobody hires for that. So, I was working at like a group home with kids who had cognitive disabilities, been through trauma histories. And it was like a really emotionally demanding job. It was really tough. Half the kids were, retarded. Half the kids were gangsters. It was like quite a mix. And I worked the night shifts there, but I ended up staying through the days plenty of times. But I had a sense of desperation that I was never going to get out, and that I had already been, trapped in kind of this system before the game even really begun for me. And it was really disheartening. Like I said, I was very desperate, and I needed an all in. I needed a big play to basically help me transform my life and get, the financial freedom and all that. And in that sense, I read about the vision. I was all in from the beginning, but I just didn't have the funds to be all in. So I was going around literally recycling cans, trying to build up a little wad for a Z1. You know what I mean? I was coming in from that perspective. I knew what horses to get. Bro, I had spreadsheets that I went through and I looked at all the colts and all the females and where's the discrepancy. So Breathless Edge is the only chartreuse colt. Most people don't know that in Z1, it's a 6 fillies. So if you know these things and you just see the picture pop up on OpenSea, you have a tremendous advantage because you can get an asset that people don't really realize the full potential of.
Okay. You kind of cut out at the end there, so I caught the end of that. But I didn't know Breathless Edge was the only colt in the game. And is it the same with Billions? Billions is that only color of that Z1 Genesis?
Well, so Billions is a 1 of 1. It's unique. Breathless Edge is a shard. It's 7. Its rarity for Z1 is 7. So it just happens to be that 7 gets split up into 1 colt and 6 females. It's not necessarily 50-50 for these. In Stronghold Ivory, there are no colts. All 4 Z1s are fillies. So, you look at these things, you look at the map basically of the board game, and you can kind of see that, all territories are not necessarily equal. All assets are not necessarily equal. for many different reasons, whether that's raceability, rarity, gender discrepancy. Maybe it's got a good ID number. You know, Team Lucky is number 1,000. I think that's pretty sweet. So
Okay. Okay. So did Zed ever test your conviction? Were you ever at a point of where you felt like liquidating your horses?
I would never liquid. I never would have liquidated my horses because, again, from the beginning, I was just all in, and I was gonna ride it to the end no matter what. And but there were plenty of times that, and they still do, that they make you really think about it for a minute. They make you really go, you know, wait a second, like, let's take a look at how this is actually being done, how it's actually being executed. Um, many times, bro. I had a Z1 stolen. I had two Z1 stolen, and Jay got one back for me.
Tell us the story
But
of
it
that.
wasn't on behalf of Zed. I got to be careful because, again, I just want to reiterate, like, I've been Zed's number one supporter since day one, literally. Um, but there's certainly flaws, and there's certainly things that I think need to be critiqued. So, you know, I want everybody to remember that I am still here, and that actions speak much louder than words. That although these words might be like, you know, pointing out some valid things, that I'm here. Like, my heart and my loyalty has been with Zed, and it's always going to be with Zed from the beginning, bro. I could cash out like now and be pretty good for a long time, but I still think it's so early that I want to see more. I want to see where it goes next, you know. But the Z1, so yeah, it was back in like March, April. Bunch of new people were flooding into the Discord. Um, and they started changing up the roles on the Discord. So they started making people like representatives of Zed. And I got put on it. A couple other people got put on it, but there were some new people who got put on it. And I was like questioning that. I was like, we don't really know these people for sure. So, like, should they really be representatives of Zed? Like, then they sent out a message that was like, do deals through our representatives, like, let them escrow. And anybody with a green name is good. Well, one of these guys with a green name was not good, I found out. He took off with two of my Z1s, Adam and the Big Easy. And yeah, like I said, Jay was able to get one back. He got Adam back, but Big Easy is out there, bro. He's still out there. And when I brought it up to the team, who at the beginning, again, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I had like some pretty personal connections with the founding members because it was so early, it was very intimate. You know, everybody who was there kind of really knew each other in a way. And I had helped develop some of these aspects with them. The breeding difficulty formula, the rarities, like putting colors into the different groups. Because when they started, they didn't have a plan for a lot of these things. And you had people putting money into assets that had like a characteristic, but the value of that characteristic hadn't been molded yet in the foundation, or it had been molded and then it was changed, you know, like the foundation changing on another time. Like, for example, I had all seven powder blue Z1s. It was part of a set, you know, another good asset. And then they minted an eighth one. Well, there's only supposed to be seven. It says it in the rarity chart. You know, you have people putting, you know, this is arguably $1 million asset. And what is your, you know, just arbitrary minting an eighth one do? Like, you can't just impact your investors like that. And that level of stuff has been going on from the beginning. So you ask, like, does it make me like shake my head and like really, like, yeah, dude, I really have to. I mean, in one sense, I'm getting used to it, but it's not something you want to get used to. It's not right to get used to it, you know? And I just think that they can get away with it right now because it's still early and the vision of what it can become is so great that they can afford to be sloppy in some respects, because I think we're still going to get there. You know what I mean? but it's not a good look, bro. Like, let's do it well. Like, let's do everything to its potential. And I think you owe that to the people who are invested and to the people who you want to invest. You know, not just people with horses, but the people who give them money, you know, 100 mil or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with that. So when so that was kind of like your gripes with Zed. So now, what was your favorite month in Zed?
Um, I don't know what month it was. I think it was like August. I think it was August. But I did like I've done big deals before. Like I've helped people do deals and as well for the entire time I've been here. But I finally had one of my big deals come through. So my top like, you know, few assets in my stable are the Peach Puff Dynasty Z1 through Z5, the Powder Blue Z1 Monopoly, all 8 now because I managed to get the 8th one because I had to trade a Z1 to get the 8th one because well, I'm not gonna not get the 8th one. So yeah, and then I had the very first twins in Zed. They were rare Z1s. Their names were 7 and 7. And yeah. Oh, hold on one second. So they were the first twins in Zed, and I did a deal with KYH for those horses, plus a Z2, which was number 777, Frantic Devotion, and a Z3 super rare powder blue. So it was like a nice little bundle set, but that was a big deal. That was for 100 ether. So that to me was my first time of having, you know, like I had done deals of that level before, but it was for other people. I hadn't been able to actually, because I wanted to hold on to all my assets. So like I didn't want to let go of anything good. And I still don't. Like that was really the only big, really good thing that I let go of. And it was just to get a chunk of change that, you know, if the market takes a dip, I can buy up and have a little cushion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wanted to lock something away. Like 90% of my stable, more than that, bro, it's locked up tight. Like you would have to make me a tremendous offer to move any of those assets. I mean, you could do it, but it'd have to be nice.
So your thought process on locking up colors is that basically you have a monopoly on the super coats off of those colors?
That's one part of it. The super coat is definitely a big part of it. But I also just think of the color as a brand. You know, if you start breeding all these peach puffs and you just continuously only breed the best ones in with each other and you create this spring, that's sick. And nobody else can do, there's no other asset that you can do that with right now other than the Z1 through Z5 peach puff. And I raced the Z5s because I got a little frisky, but the rest of it is unraced, unbred. Like it's on lock.
So are you ever gonna race those, or are you just keeping those as they are?
I mean, crazy things can happen, but it would really to me, I've kept it under lock this long through, you know, all the ups and downs of everything like that. And if I race some of them, then it's just like everything else. I mean, it's still pretty cool, but you know, I think I'm going to keep the edge. And, you know, the Z1s, like the unraced ones, that pool, that supply is smaller and smaller every day. Like every time another Z1 races, the value of an unraced Z1 is going to go up. It's like, it's a holder's game. So now there are some horses that don't feel that way. Offspring horses, race them. That's what they're for. But some of these Genesis and specifically the super rare ones, I think the rarity plays in strategically with holding and controlling the supply, keeping it unraced and bred.
Okay. So how are you breeding? Like, well, first off, how many horses do you have in your stable? And then how are you breeding all of those horses every month?
Yes. So I think I'm at like 470. I would tell you exactly, but I had to come do this in my truck because my internet went out. So um, basically, I had a good friend, Ender. He is a data wizard, and he helped me create this link where if I click the link, it shows me all the all the unlisted studs, all the listed studs, and all the breedable mares in my stable. So that's really useful because I can filter by like low Z number, get to the more important ones. Um, but bro, I mean, I have too many horses for one person to manage. They're certainly not getting the max potential out of each horse. It's simply not possible with that many horses, and that's a big reason why I want to give away a lot of horses. And I want to do raffles and deals to get horses in the hands of the community because it's almost they're underutilized. So I breed like I care about my Z2 legendaries. I breed a few of those a month. I can try for super coat powder blues because I have the Z1 powder blues. A couple Z3s. I do have a few Zabo breeds that legendaries, couple Genesis I throw together. I try to leave a lot up for grabs for the market, and hopefully that's going to even be a little better now because I was just digging into some of the new changes today. Maybe we'll talk about that later or something, but yeah. And then I breed specifically for a lot of these tournaments. I mean, in the maiden, I bred a batch specifically for I breed a batch a day though, like a dozen a day, honestly. Trying to keep up with it. And there are horses I won't breed with because I have 30 Z10 legendary Finnies. Like that's still a really good horse to breed with. You know what I mean? So, we slap like Z5 Finny Genesis on it. I find that that's a pretty good price point, the Z5 Finny Genesis. It was like 200 a whack. And I think the blood is pretty good still at that point in the Z.
Okay. So when let's go back to August compared to now, like before breeding minimums, how much profit were you seeing from breeding compared to how much you're seeing now? Like how has that changed?
I'd say I'm not making, so I have a stable with like, I stud these horses for a friend and partner. It's 50 Z2 legendaries, all boys. So we stud them out. And back in August, I could put them up for like 250, 300 a whack, and they would like sell out. Like we made like 10K that month.
Wow.
The next month, like it kind of dropped down. I think this was when minimums first hit. They kind of dropped down like maybe in half. And then like this month, it's like don't even bother. Like it has been. I mean, it might be different today because of the update, but yeah, because you had to throw them in for like $500 a whack, and like nobody's gonna pay 500 for a Z2 breed. Like maybe you will if it's your own or if you really like the horse, but for 99% of the Z2s that get posted, it seems like they're not getting bred with. And I think the Z2 is a pretty good indicator of where the overall market is at. Um, yeah, it was really sad because you had like exclusives and elites that you just wouldn't even pay to breed with. Like, what would be the point when you could just get a Genesis for the same price? So hopefully some of that got fixed.
Did you what do you think was like the cause of that? Do you think it was the breeding minimums? Do you think it was just like a low sentiment around racing? Like what do you think caused that to happen and what do you want to see going forward to kind of like rebound the market?
I think it was a mix of both probably. And I mean, I'm definitely in favor of the free market idea for the breeding prices. Um, I do understand the need for a minimum. Well, that's one solution just to control the supply. I think like this might be too macro, but I mean, I'm thinking and I've been here for years, so I'm thinking in terms of years, but we're going to be at 1 million horses in a year. So that concerns me. Um, and I think the breeding minimum is basically designed as a lever to try and control the supply. And I just think that that's not ever going to work as the solution. I used to think that this better answer was something like adolescence, like it takes a month to come into its own, or pregnancy period for a month. Anything to kind of delay the inevitable rapid expansion of the number of horses. Yeah, I don't think breeding minimum is ever really going to do it. I think people are always going to want the free market anyway. You might as well just give it to them. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see. Well, I'll save this for the question you asked about if you had the keys to Zed.
All right.
I'll save this for that because that's my favorite question every episode. So I've been doing some scheming.
All right, I give you the keys to Zed. You can change one thing. You can bring back odds. You can take away stamina. Whatever you want to do. What you got?
Yo, so I'm gonna have a multi-part answer, but
Right, let's go.
I think the number one thing is gameplay, and I don't think anybody has said this as their answer yet. But from day one, I've been interested in the gameplay. I've been interested in what puts one horse in a separate category from another. Are there traits? Are there genetics involved? Some level of depth, some level of, traits or statistics of some kind. Because back when there were odds, the game was very one-dimensional. If you had better odds, you had a better shot. Now, it's kind of three-dimensional. There's kind of the base ability, there's the variance, and there's the distance preference. But I would like to see something that's multi-dimensional. Like, I want a speed stat. I want an endurance stat. I want like an agility stat. I want a consistency stat. And back in the day, when we were putting together these breed pyramids, and that's why this is in some of the lore too. There was big talks on color being important to the traits. Like the Fireys might be the best sprinters. The wild ones might be the best in, I don't know, freaking all terrain in the jungle. Whatever their freaking thing is. The classics might have the most endurance, just as a general category. And that opened up to me so many more strategies for breeding. And it makes it a real game. It makes it have real depth and elements to it. And another thing was that, so like the Fireys might be the best sprinters. Well, the rarity would come into play because the Peach Puffs would be the best sprinters because they're the rarest of that color group. So it would give more functionality and utility to the rarity. And, dude, to me, that's a game. Right now it's fun. It's fun racing live, like on High Stakes Showdown. It's fun racing on duels. Racing by myself just for fun is not as appealing to me because of the gameplay elements are not there. And I think the gameplay elements we talked about, like those traits and maybe by those color groups, I mean, that adds a lot to the economy too. Like it's a discussion now. Everything's kind of flat in comparison to what that world would be because, you're just looking at performance in such a 1 or 2 3-dimensional way, but it would add a lot of depth to it. What do you think about that?
I like that. And then when you're saying like the depth, so you're saying like people would have to go and research colors more of like to see if their horses are good. And then when you're saying like it would show a horse's stats, are you saying like when you first buy that horse, you're going to see it has X amount of endurance, or as you race it, you're going to figure out like, oh, my horse has this amount of endurance. It has this amount of kick.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's a lot. Each trade is kind of like you scratch off that lotto ticket as you play. And I think that makes the discovery process a lot more alive and a lot more dynamic. Maybe if you're only discovering a couple traits a race, that's going to slowly guide you, and that's going to be enough. And it's also going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't know this horse was high in like endurance. Maybe I'll breed it with another high endurance horse, or maybe I want it to, sprint at the end. Like I'll breed it with a fiery horse. Just opens everything up in a really good way.
I like that. And I mean, if you're starting, like, let's say you have a bar and let's say like it says endurance, late kicks, early starts or something like that, and let's say they all start at 0, but as you race your horse, maybe you race them in a sprint, but you lose, but then you come back and you see like your endurance bar is high, so you're like, oh, okay, maybe this horse isn't a sprinter, but I just learned from gathering data from this race that it has high endurance, so now I should go plug it into a longer race.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You could do that with any of the traits, you know. Like rather than running one Griffey and kind of getting your sense, it would almost be like in a way you kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
But so that's one thing. If I had showmanship, but that's not really the right word because it's also like hospitality. The idea of like being a good host, making sure your guests have like a really welcome stay and a warm time, like, and that goes through like I think they should be juicing mad prize pools. I think they should be posting up big events. I think they should be posting up like Griffies to draw out unraised Z1s, but not like they like. So we just did a few of those events, but there was no showmanship. You know, people didn't even know about the show. So that's got to change, man. That's pretty rough. Because this is essentially, I mean, and they like to say it's an entertainment. It's an entertainment industry. Like they kind of say that sometimes over saying it's a blockchain or a game or anything. They'll say it's an entertainment. Well, like you have to have showmanship if you're going to be in the entertainment industry, and like I think they should be treating these events with like opening their arms to the world, like announcing like here we are, like this is the next big innovative thing and we want to partner with you, and like we have great partners, but doesn't really seem like we're maxing out, you know, the potential for that. Maybe that's just going to take a couple of years, but it seems to me like there's some easy things that could have been done much smoother. You know, it's hard to say why they do what they do sometimes.
100%. Like you in fighting, it's entertainment, right? But you gotta sell the fight. You gotta make people
Yeah,
want to see it. You gotta get asses in seats at the end of the day. So why is Conor McGregor the biggest sports star? One, he could perform, but also he made you want to come and see the fight. It's just marketing.
absolutely. Absolutely, dude. You said it even better than I did. That's right. That's right on. So
So I give you half an ETH. You have no horses right now, and you're just coming into Zed. You've done your research. You know about all the genotypes and bloodlines. Half an ETH. What are you starting your stable with?
yeah. So my disclaimer is if you had a bigger budget, you should get Genesis super rares. Z1 through Z5 if you can. If not, you know, take it to Z10. But with half an ETH, dude, I heard the guys, I think it was Hunter. What did he say? He wanted two Z2s. And yeah, that's not a bad start. I would get, I mean, I like the Z2 mares just because you can pump anything into them and have a good offspring, like especially Z5 Finny, Z6, 7, 8. Like, so I like the Z2 mare. I'll pick her up. Um, and then maybe I would get just you got one racer you don't know if it's any good. It's a Z2 legendary, and maybe pick up a racer so you know one in case it's a freaking dud. You have something to play with, but that'd probably be what I'd do.
Okay. And
Again, I would try and pick up a peach puff of any kind if you could, but yeah.
how fuck, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Shoot. So dang, I don't even remember what I was gonna ask you.
It's all good.
So how do you explain, like, before Zed Run, how did you explain this to your friends and family? I mean, like, I'm sure it's I have a hard time explaining it to my friends and family. And like even explaining like having a profitable horse and that people offered me X amount of money for this and that I turned down that money and they're like, "What?" So, how do you explain this to your friends and family?
I used to. I mean, when it was started, like I tried to get everybody to go in because I thought it had huge potential. And again, I didn't have any money, so I was at least trying to get somebody with some money to get in there because I was like, come on, you can't pass that up. Um, Sorry, say your question again.
So how'd you explain this to your friends and family? Like
Oh yeah.
justify spending this amount of money on digital horses that couldn't even produce profit at the time.
Yeah, they definitely thought it was pretty crazy. I think they knew I was desperate though, so they didn't really want to like poke too hard at it because I'd go crazy because maybe I was a little crazy. But um, yeah, I mean, they definitely didn't understand it and they didn't think it was a good move. I mean, I don't know. It seemed pretty clear to me, like if I was so early that if Zed was successful at all, I was going to be in a good position. All I had to do was wait and get the right assets. So for me, it was an easy sell. But anytime I talked to anybody, yeah, they were like, that's pretty much crazy. I had like one or two friends that were kind of into it. They never got their own horses or anything. Like, I'm the kind of guy, like, I have 470 horses. So if somebody's birthday's coming up and I want to get them something nice, I'll just make them a horse.
There you
But
go.
like,
There you go.
I realized, I realized like that doesn't mean anything to them. It's just like, oh, okay, because you know, occasionally like I'll get together, I'll try and get my friends together, and we'll like do a Griffey, and I'll have everybody have a horse, and we'll watch it on a TV. But very rare occasions. And I do like so I do this full time. Like I started being able to do this full time since like March. Really when the people started pouring in, I realized I was like, all right, we're at a new point now that's like this is very feasible. So yeah,
So what does full time look like for you? What's your daily schedule?
bro, I sleep till 3. I got up early for
Let's
this.
go.
Um, yeah. No, and I again, thanks for having me. I'm super thrilled. By the way, I would like to do a giveaway before I don't know. I'm down to go for however long you want, but
Let's
just
do
so
it.
we don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tweet out a charm right now. So if you guys are in chat, go retweet my tweet and like it, and then you'll be entered into the giveaway.
All right, sweet. We're gonna give out Finijack Uranium. Z10 Legendary Finny Chartreuse. It was a Peach Puff failed super coat, and the two Peach Puffs made a Chartreuse horse. So I thought that was very cool.
Huh. Chartreuse is a fire color, dude. I like that color.
Yeah, yeah, it's hot.
Okay.
So then, my routine is basically just like I open my MetaMask, I make sure I wasn't hacked because I feel like one day I'm gonna look and it's just gonna say 0, and that's gonna be game over, and I'm gonna be like, well, it was a good run. Um, I basically like it depends if there's a tournament up. Sometimes if tournaments are up, I'll just run some races real quick. I usually like go for a run, get my head good, come back. I'm big on like helping people do deals. So like I've just always been. I try to be like a good diplomat. I try to be like a good deal maker, and I have a lot of partners. I have a lot of friends. So like sometimes they need help finishing deals or completing deals. Like I usually help people do that or help people get new horses. I spend a lot of time scheming about the wheel of deals and what kind of dastardly tricks I can put in the wheel and some good prizes in there too. Yeah, but I would say probably breeding being a full time breeding probably takes up the most time. And studding and being active, is my studding is effective right now? Like, is it hot? Is it popping off the shelf? Is it not? Have like 5 Z2 Jenny or 10 like Z3 Jenny. Like, you don't just want to throw them all out at the same time. Like, you kind of want to test the waters, get some feedback. Is it selling? Did one of them go? And then price the other ones out accordingly and kind of lay them out, disperse them across the week. So yeah.
Do you have a set in stone breeding plan? Are you using the blood tool? Like, how do you go about breeding and choosing what horse to breed with?
Yeah, I thought about using the blood soul. I don't have it. I don't think I'm gonna get it just because I want to do it my way. So that's what it's gonna be. But to his credit, it looked like he did pretty good in the maiden. So yeah, I was primarily breeding mirror breeding. So if you had a Z1, you breed with a Z1. If you had a Z2, you breed with a Z2. Um, and I got some pretty good offspring out that in my last batch. But I'm big on failed super coats. I don't care what the haters say. The super goes somewhere. Okay. And I think it goes into racing or breeding potentially.
Okay.
But so I'll smash a lot of like Z5 peach puffs together, make a lot of Z10 legendary finnies. I'll smash a lot of powder blues together, like Z2, Z3, Z1. Go for powder blue failed super coats. Um, lately, I've branched out more and I've tried to experiment, like a Z10 with a Z1, something like that. Um, but I mainly stick to the Genesis and Legendary level because I have so many horses. I don't really need to play in the other exclusive elite level. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I actually did manage to snag a couple really good elite horses, so my faith is restored in elite now.
Okay.
But yeah,
What's your most unexpected like good racehorse that you bred? Like you put these two horses together not expecting much and you got something really good out of it. Do you have a story like that?
um, what a save was like tremendously good. It wasn't really made from crap or anything. It had like the mom was like 50% win with like two races. And, no, the dad was, and then the mom was Adam Smasher, who's like an okay class 3 horse. But what a save is maybe my best horse, like 1400 meter, 1200 meter. It's nasty. It cleans up. So that was kind of unexpected. I'm trying to think of other ones. Um,
I've heard about what a save. It's a class 1 horse though, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You catch him in a high stakes showdown.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
So you were on the high
yeah.
stakes showdown last week or you're going on this week?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how
I had a rough week last week, so thirds don't count for anything. I had 4 podiums, which is not bad. I had 2 seconds and I had 2 thirds, but just getting beat by a nose, man. You get that second place instead. That's tough stuff, and it's obviously like the nastiest stables, freaking Doofy GVG, not done kicking my butt. So he, yeah, he's doing big things. But I'll be there this weekend to get my revenge. So I'm having roasted duck, and I want Doofy to know it.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Dougie Mallon. Okay.
Yeah,
I got
that's
you.
right.
So how much was the buy-in last week and is it the same this week or higher?
I think it's $200 a race, but I think the distribution. To be honest, I don't completely know the distribution. I think more of it goes to first than second, so it's not like half and half. It's like I think 75% goes to first and 25% goes to second.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you kind of touched on it with Wheel of Deals. How did you come up with Wheel of Deals and how are you like I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, okay, he's got the wheel, he's got a spreadsheet. Like, how did you come up with all this stuff, bro?
Wheel of Deals is just me and Tish. We wanted to give the people something on Wednesday, and we were just trying to come up with like either a late night show or like a game show. And I have horses I want to give away as it is, so we just came up with the Wheel of Deals, and yeah, then we ran it for charity, so it racked up $600 for charity.
Nice.
And the cool thing about the wheel, I'm realizing, is like if we have a show every Wednesday night and people like come check it out, we kind of have advertising space. So like you could put something on the wheel that is like, say, the Red Village, or like, even just more local, like a Bot Lady raffle, or like something like that, or a Van Gogh T. Putting these types of things on the wheel, I think, would be interesting to bring the community back into it too.
That would be really cool because everybody in Zed already knows about all these people and the projects that they have. So it would be cool for them to kind of get like a little bit of marketing around their stuff too.
Yeah, talk about the project like once a week, every Wednesday, just like, here's the 3 for the week. Yeah. The question is, do we make that spot on the wheel bankable, or you have to take it or walk away? I think it might have to be bankable. Like you pick up those raffle tickets, you pick up that Van Gootsie regardless.
Yeah, as you keep going. So, like, once you get to the final wheel. So, for anybody that doesn't know about Wheel of Deals, can you tell us about what it is, how it works, and the process?
Yeah, so I'd love to. So you have to beat us in a race, usually a Griffey, but sometimes a paid race. And if you do beat us and win the race, you get to come play Wheel of Deals for fabulous prizes. Somebody walked away with a Z4 Naka Philly the other day. It was Zombie Boy. We had 2 people last night walk away with 3 horses, I think, each, so that was pretty crazy. But basically you start off on wheel 1. There's some good prizes on there. They're mostly like Buterins, some Finnies on there. You could get game over. You spin, you either survive, you can take the horse, or you can go on to wheel 2. If you go on to wheel 2, there's some better prizes now that you're talking. Some Sabos, some legendary Finnies are in there. Also more game overs. And again, you can take the prize, or you go home and you get to wheel 3. You spin if you survive. And again, not everybody survives the Wheel of Deals. A lot of people go home because they spun too many times. If you get a horse there, you can take the horse and go home a happy man, or you can go to the final wheel, which is what some people did last night, and you can risk it all 50-50. You either go bankrupt, you go home in front of everybody, or you get all the horses you won. So it's a pretty good time, and some people can really, really get some good horses. I mean, there's a Z4 legendary filly on there too right now. So
Shit.
Not a bad horse to walk away with.
Not bad at all. Did you ever see yourself becoming a Twitch streamer or content creator?
No, I always thought it was dumb. I always thought it was dumb, but like I don't think that now. So
what changed your mind?
I would have never done it for anything other than Zed. Like I never streamed anything, it was Zed and the community and the vision and the gameplay and my role. Like it's sick, dude. In this virtual world, like I'm a mogul of a horse empire. Like fuck yeah, bro. Like let's go. I want to live in that world like a lot of the time, and it's great. So yeah, it's cool.
You like it? What were did you have like any mental hurdles? Because I'll speak for like me personally. Like now I don't really give a damn, but like I used to always care about being judged by my friends or just like everybody else's opinion. Did you have any of those mental hurdles, and how'd you get over those?
So the very first Pony Plug stream, I don't know if it's out there or not, but I had my lights off and I had Christmas lights in the back, kind of like how you do right now, but it was like way darker. It's like you couldn't see. I don't know why. I just like I just didn't feel right. And so I don't know, the second episode though, I turned my lights on, but that was my big boy step. Yeah.
Is it just normal now? You feel comfortable doing it and just engaging with the people?
Yeah, I look forward to it. Like I used to get pretty nervous and stuff before shows even, but we just do it all the time now. And I think that's the key to it, is like you just keep throwing yourself at it. And yeah, I try and make sure that it's going to be like a fulfilling experience. I try and add something to it every time that maybe you wouldn't expect, or something with a little spice or something like that, just to keep it lively.
Yeah, it's definitely fulfilling for like us as viewers because it's engaging, like my buddy Corey, he had the Z2 named Golden Turd. I'm like, nope, don't race it yet. Take that shit on Wheel of Deals and race against Lucky Jack.
Yeah, dude.
And so Golden Glow, he's like, this is my first horse, and I'm just sitting back in the chat cracking up. I'm like, if this horse doesn't win, dude, that sucks. And his horse didn't win. Like it lost that Griffey too. But I was like, no. Go see Lucky Jacks, and that was the one that sat forever because he tossed his Z2 in, and then it sat at 11 out of 12 for like 30 minutes.
That one, yeah. Yeah, no, there's no better time if you're gonna run a Griffey. There's no better time than to do it for our stream because you could win not only a horse, but if that horse that you win, you put that in another Griffey, you could win another horse. And it happens, bro. It happens almost every week. And we call that dividends. And that is America.
I love that, dude. Yeah, dividends. I've always heard about it. Like you do it on, when you're on stable duels, right? You would do it before the stable duels.
Yeah, that first race is always a Griffey. So I always made that a dividends Griffey. That just means it's eligible for, the prizes. And usually like with a veteran or a Finny or something, or you win the right to play Wheel of Deals. So it just kind of depends on the scenario we're in. But if you could either take that horse and walk away like right away, or Wheel of Deals, like I said, you could get a knock legendary. Like it's pretty crazy. So
That is pretty crazy. So let's do the giveaway. I'm gonna go and do a little raffle picker right here on the screen. But we can keep chatting while I'm doing this.
cool.
So
Yeah, dude, it was hype to see you in that
go for it.
in that big. Happy you could represent.
Yeah, bro. I'll explain. Like, so I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for that race all day. You know, like Zed saying, "Hey, this Redwood City Classic." They actually didn't say anything. They kind of just like announced, it's on this date, but they didn't say time or anything like that. So I'm sitting just waiting, for this race to pop up, and I'm watching Naruto versus All. So it's like they're drinking stream. So I got a little glass of whiskey, whatever. I'm chilling. And I'm like, bro, this race isn't popping up. I'm just getting tired. So you know what? I'm gonna go lay down in bed. So I'm laying down in bed, and I'm just scrolling through Discord, and I see someone say, "Yo, what's up with that fat prize pool in Class 1?" I'm like, "What?" I hopped up so damn fast, dude, and jumped in that race. Like I had $3,000 because I won the $500 buy-in at
Yeah.
1,600 meters. So I was like, "Fuck it." I beat Crimson Chin. I beat the best of the best at 1,000 meters. I just need to get a good side of variance, and I was on the wrong side, you know.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. I would have loved to throw Pikachu in that race. Pikachu loves the 1,000 meter, and I had this feeling like once I realized, oh shit, I missed the race, and Pikachu could have been in there. I was like, I know Pikachu's next race is gonna be a first, and it was a first.
Ah.
Yeah,
So when
it was a free race.
is Pikachu a U-shaped
So
horse?
um. So Pikachu at the 1,000 is better than a U. It's more of a lean. It's more of a left leaning, I think.
Okay.
But it tends to look more U throughout the other distances.
So when you have a U-shaped horse, how do you go about like racing that horse? Do you think, okay, I have a bunch of ones through thirds, let me go small money so I can get my 12s out of the way? How do you go about racing a U-shaped horse to where you can maximize profitability?
To maximize profitability, I would just race it in big money. But if you're talking about maximizing like the record, I would do the opposite. I would do little money just to try and get a good looking record, which is normally what I'm more concerned with my newer horses if I am running horses. There are horses that I throw straight into like class one and just see if they can hang because I don't really want to mess around with all the in between. I want to know like right away. So, um, but yeah, if you're a U already, I think the big money would just be the way to, like, I wouldn't want to miss out a victory and have it wasted on a small money when I know it's a freaking U. It's probably going to be just the same on a big money.
Right. Exactly. All right. So I tried to do a Twitter picker like random and I couldn't do it. So I'm here looking at the screen. So I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I'm going to give you 6 numbers and you pick 2 numbers, 1 through 6, and those will be the 2 people that won.
Okay. I'm going to pick 1 and 6.
One is Dork Love Sports. So let me write these down. Do you want me to just have them DM you?
Yeah.
Okay. Dork loves sports. He's got a penguin as his profile picture. He's number one.
All good. All
And
good.
then
I don't discriminate against penguins.
number 6 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is East Coast Stables.
Oh no.
So that's definitely not his first horse, but hey, it is what it is. Lucky, do you got any questions for me, bro?
Yeah, can you see the comments in the Zoom?
Can I see like YouTube chat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
Who's out there? Who's out there right now?
We got Dallas Texon, we got Andy McMath, we got Zermoose, Golden Glow Master, Chicago Stables, Corey CCC, Dojo Racing. We got 10 people.
All right, word is lit.
We got 10 people.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say. Yeah, so like there was this idea too, just to go back to gameplay more. There was talk of super coats, but there was talk of 2 super coats making ultra coat, 2 ultra coats making a master coat. Like if you paired them together, like if you had a super coat breed with another super coat and it got the flip, it would be an ultra coat. And then you could do it again and have a master coat, which would just make breeding the colors like even crazier.
And it would make people like, even if that horse isn't a good racer, that horse is still going to get bred with every month. So then that makes a market for the super coats, right? Because you necessarily don't have to race them. You can just have a super coat breed with another super coat and hope for that master coat.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be sweet. And it wouldn't cost them anything. Just a little change you could make in the game. And the other thing was maybe you have 2 super coats breed together and they can, if you win like a 1% chance or something, you can make a new color. Like, I think that would be so dope if these are the original colors, like the Genesis colors, but there's the potential to have new colors and like you could name the color. You know, you could name something like Diamonds Blue or something like that. Like, and that would just be so sweet. It puts your own stamp in the game. Like, it lets you cook up in the kitchen. It's too hot. It's too fresh.
So what is it about the colors? Is it just that nobody else seems to respect the color market right now? Is that why you're going there?
Well, the color market only really matters in terms of Genesis, in terms of like Z1 through Z5, because the supply is so low. So again, you're talking about a couple dozen of a color. Like there's only 20 peach puffs before Z5, for example. Like that's so low. The supply is so low, and it being a super rare Genesis, that definitely has a huge. Look, maybe I didn't say this, but I've been here from the beginning, and like rarity has always been the number one factor in the bigger deals. In the bigger deals that went on when people were buying the super rares, it was always a factor, and it always got a huge premium. I mean, so another deal that I was doing this summer was for 500 ETH, and it was with one of my partners, and it was 12 Z1s, 4 super rares. Basically, the valuation of the super rares was 200K a pop for a Z1. That's more than billions. I don't know if people really realize the rarity game is real. Like when the big money comes in, it's as real as it gets. So that's why I'm so big on it. But like for offspring and stuff, it doesn't necessarily, the supply is theoretically infinite of that color, of having the color in an offspring. Like you can just make as many as you want, but in the Genesis it's extremely limited.
Yeah, it's because they're not making any more of the Genesis, right? So it's always going to be that limited color within that category of horses.
Right.
It's interesting,
right.
Bro. I think first of all, I thank you very much for keeping the game alive to where I could even get to the point to where I could buy a horse like Diamond. So I think people like you, King Beavershot, all the OGs, I think you guys just did a great service by keeping the game alive and keeping it fun. Like you're still keeping it fun with with Wheel of Deals, and I'm sure you're gonna cook up something else to where you'll have like a Price is Right show or something. So I'm excited for the future. Do you stream mostly Pony Plug, or are you planning doing like just a Lucky Jack's channel?
I'm mostly doing Pony Plug. The only time I stream on my own is if like they can't do it or they cancel and I still want to do a stream. But most of the time I'm running with Pony Plug on Friday nights, on Wednesday nights for Wheel Deals. And I was crushing it on Stable Duels, bro. I wanted to make it long enough to face you for this interview so we could have the duel and then the interview in the same week. That's what I wanted, but it didn't happen. So GVG crushed my dreams there, but I do still have the record.
How long were you up there?
4 weeks.
Damn, dude. And who'd you take down?
Nowhere close. Two Fools and their Moolah. Know Your Horses, East Coast. Trying to think who. Oh, the British kids, Zombie Boy and Bob Ward Racing. Racing. I got bodies everywhere. I'm
So what do you want to see for the future of Zed? Where do you want to see things go from here?
Like I said, I think the gameplay is the most important thing, but I like the DeFi aspects. Like I would have loved to put my Peach Puffs in a DAO and have people buy slices of the pie. I mean, I could create little stables of runners for people to rent out. Like I really like the DeFi angle. I like DeFi in general, but especially for the horses. I think these horses could be the first real, maybe like NFTs that you could put in, like maybe you could stake or you could get a loan out on, get collateral. Like I think it could be pretty transformative. And I think that's only like a year or two away. So
do you see Zed having a Axie Infinity type model to where we can rent out our horses and a stable like you with 470 horses? A lot of horses you won't be able to race. Do you think we're going to have something to where you could have like a scholarship to where people are going to race for you and then they get X amount of profits?
Bro, I hope so, because I need stable boys today. Like I can't race all my horses. Like I want somebody or just partner with somebody where they can enter my horses into turns and smartly for me. Because I have an issue reading all the rules and racing the right amount of times and like that. I like to say 20 or 30 races. The big picture, like, hey, this is a 1600 meter. We're like, great. Now we know exactly what we have. Special attention. It's very tough to do it with this number of horses. And I like I said, if people are out there, let me know, because I maybe lease out some of these horses just for people to explore the game with as it is.
Okay, it kind of cut out in the middle, but I heard just lease out horses for free for people just to kind of experience the game. You would give people that option.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the worst things that could happen is you have somebody who's new and excited come into the game and their first horse sucks and it just completely sucks and their second horse sucks and maybe their third horse sucks. Most horses suck. That's the facts. So I think maybe something in place that would like at least get them into the game, get the sensation of a win. I think your Zed experience doesn't really start until you get your first win. I think that's probably the moment most people are like, oh, I'm definitely going to do this again, or like, this isn't really for me. And if you don't ever get one, like, that sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does suck. And yeah, that first win is like gives you that hope. Even pulling flames now, like even just pulling flames before a race, it's like, okay, I know I potentially have some, but once you get that first win, it's like, all right, we're rocking, we're rolling.
Yeah.
Someone in chat said, I'd love to breed with Peter Parker, LJ. Now, I thought I read that wrong. I thought he said, I'd love to breed with Peter Parker, MJ, or something like that. So I thought he was making like a Spider-Man reference or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. No, Peter Parker is a Z5 Zabo, powder blue. Definitely. Yeah. Get in touch. Hit me up on the DMs. I'll get you that horse.
Okay, Lucky. Where can people contact you at and catch your content at?
So mainly just watch the Pony Plug. I'll be on there. My Twitch is LuckyJack77, and my Twitter is at LuckyJackamoto. I think that's every. And Discord is probably the best place to hit me up.
Last question. How'd you come up with Lucky Jacks? Where'd you get that name from?
I thought you were gonna ask me this first.
I probably should have.
My answer was so ready. So the lucky part, like, is a reminder to me that I'm very lucky and to just be in the state of life that I'm in. It wasn't always this way, and to try and not forget every day that we are very lucky. Yeah, and then just to be grateful for that. And I think when you feel that way, you're more likely to have abundance and bounty. I think when you have your gratitude right, it will come. So, and then the Jack part, that's just what my friends call me. I'll never reveal my true name, but that's part of the reason I love this space so much is you can still have that privacy. So I really respect that. But my friends call me Jack, so that's where Jack comes from.
Cool, man. And then Ben Morgan asked if he can DM you. I'm pretty sure that your DMs are open to
wide open, bro.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Ben Morgan, hit up Lucky Jacks on Twitter at Lucky Jackamoto. And Lucky Jacks, like I said before, thank you so much for keeping the game alive, bro. Thank you for being you. Thank you for giving away so much horses and just being a great, like, hospitable person. It's awesome to see.
Thanks, man. I love your show. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll have to link up. We'll have to get you on Wheel of Deals sometime. But yeah, keep asking great questions and getting these good discussions. It's very important.
Yes, sir.
So continue to do it.
I'll come smoke you in a Griffey soon. So I'll see you.
Yeah, get those dividends, bro.
Let's go, bro. Thank you for the great conversation. Dork Love Sports and East Coast Zed might hit you up for the giveaway. I thank you so much for doing a giveaway on my show. I'm very much appreciative.
Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, of course.
Have a good day, bro. Thank you so much.
Peace, man.
All right. Did you just catch that he was driving? Yeah, he was. He drove a little bit in the early interview, and then I think he parked, and then yeah, that was still a good interview though. He didn't have any internet at his house, so he had to hop in the whip. All right, let's see if we can get in some races. Shout out to Dork Love Sports and East Coast Ed for winning that giveaway. Shout out to Lucky Jacks for doing a giveaway on the show. I very much appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Just going to do a little bit more Fibonacci Cup racing for probably about a little bit longer, and then we'll hop off here. How's everybody doing in the Fibonacci Cup? I'm not doing the hottest right now. At least Diamonds isn't doing the hottest. Every other horse is doing decent, but not Diamonds. Not him. So we got 1,000 meters, 1,600 meter. Shout out to Lucky Jack. Shout out to everybody who showed up. Thank you guys for showing up. We're just going to kick it for a little bit. Just going to kick it, hop in some races. He will turn it around today. New day, new wins. Let's go. Let's go, AC Wolf. Shoot, I'm late. It's all good, bot lady. I appreciate you for showing up. I appreciate it. So I saw you got in the Red Village yesterday too, bot lady. I got one yesterday too. I had to scrap together a couple bucks, sell a couple of my other coins. I'm only racing horses that haven't won yet. Andy, what horse are you racing? I'll look it up for you. So we got Z Boley running here at the 1600 meter. No flames. Rough indeed. Oh, here's a 250. They were 0.1. Yep. 0.1 for Genesis. I mean, like, I just compared this to Zed. I mean, like, if I'm paying 0.1 for a Z1, like, psh, let's go. 0.16. You paid 155 in gas. Ouch. I paid about 80 in gas. But yeah, gas is never fun. Let's go. I got some as well. TRV. Let's go, AC. Andy McBath. Whiplash got her first win yesterday. Bellfire yet to win. All right, I'll look up those horses in a second. Let me see if I can hop up into the 1600 meter and I'll look them up. And you also get the blood portal, so 2 tokens. And you also get the blood portal, so 2 tokens. So 2 tokens, like what do they mean? Like I see that we're gonna get airdropped a lot of stuff. We're gonna get airdropped our warriors. We're gonna get airdropped a battle pass for big purse tournaments. We're gonna get airdropped the native token when that drops. So I'm just thinking of like an ENS token, and when people got airdropped the ENS token, like they got a lot of money. So it's cool to see that early investors in these Web3 projects get rewarded. And the partnership with Zed and Doofy gave me a lot of confidence. Me as well. If you go look at the Red Village white paper, just the white paper, let's see if I can find it. They don't just have it up here. I don't know why. But it's literally okay. Here we go. Information. All right, look at this. Here's the Red Village information page. Shoot. And then let's go to learn. And then we'll hit, I think it's like getting started. Look at these. The exact same. It's the exact same as Zed. Like, I'm not hating on it. Like, I mean, if there's a platform and a model, or to use that model, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, that's what gave me faith in it, to be honest. Like, if it worked for Zed, why not just copy their guide exactly to a T, since you have that partnership? So I like it. Basically the same on learning how the game works. But it's pretty cool though. I'm excited for this game. Very excited. I see a lot of other people not as bullish on the game, but to be honest, I don't really care. A lot of people, everybody has their own opinion, right? It's all good. Z Boley, what are we doing? Looks like a great collab. Honestly, if I would pay the game, I would play the game myself. I'm interested. Right? I mean, like, even being, my buddy bought like 7. He bought like 7 blood portals. So I'm like, bro, you're going to be able to have like an Axie Infinity type of squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be able to have scholars. You're going to be able to have like a guild. Like, that's the coolest thing about Axie is like, man, like, you're basically running a business and you got employees and all that stuff through a damn game. Like, that's crazy. If I just got one. Quite a few people got like 10. Yeah, it's crazy. It's an investment at this point for sure. 100%. Like, just looking at Zed, you only got 2, but I'm down for this project. Same, dude. I only got 1. But I mean, with everything that we're gonna get airdropped, because they're not dropping any more blood portals. Like, they're only dropping the warriors after this. Like, the blood portal is going to get you a Genesis warrior, but the next drop they have is just going to be these mystic warriors. It's not going to be mystic blood portals. It's going to be mystic warriors. So they're not going to have the whitelist access for this drop. They're not going to have the big purse tournament tickets for this. Like, if you have this blood portal, it's going to give you early access to this drop. And then so then if you don't want to buy like 2 Genesis, or if you don't want to buy 2 Blood Portals and you still want to breed, like my plan is I'm just gonna get the whitelist from having a Blood Portal and come in and get like a R4 through R6 Mystic. And I'm gonna try and get one. So whatever I get airdrop, say I get airdrop a Ranger, then I'm just gonna go here and buy a Mystic Ranger, so then I can breed from there, because I only have 1 Blood Portal. 0.2 still low. Yeah, I honestly thought I was gonna wake up to it being like 0.5. When I woke up this morning, it was at 0.24. Now it's at 0.229. But yeah, I'm bullish on this project. Very bullish. I can see why some people don't understand it though. I mean, like trailer didn't when they first dropped the trailer, it was a little choppy. I might need to get a second one. I know. I wish I could get a second one too. But I entered the damn Redwood City Classic for 0.6 buy-ins. I would have probably minted like 4 of them things. Like 4 or 5 of them. But I entered the Redwood City Classic. I mean, but if I won the Redwood City Classic, then I could have minted like 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll take the shot, you know? 0.6 ETH to potentially win 9. Like, come on now. I got a U-shaped horse. He just, you know, shows up when he wants to show up, and he doesn't when he doesn't. Damn it, I'm still recording. Normally, when I'm done with the podcast, like on OBS, you can record like separately. Yeah, you're in history. I am in history. But I mean, it doesn't feel good to be in history for losing, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, just like any war. Just be like, yeah, I was a part of that war, but we got absolutely decimated, you know what I'm saying? I know Leroy is like that. You know the pain, like highest highs, good days or great days. Great days when you're having a good day. When it's a bad day or a bad week, man, it sucks. It really sucks. He showed up and won a $25 raise. I was so hyped. Those are the best moments. Those are the best moments. And then me personally, I just get used to it. I'm like, oh, I can win all these all the time. Arson, buddy. What is that? Oh, you got to kick more than that, cousin. That's not enough. Are you a U-shape at 1,000 meters? Jeez, dude. Let me close out some of these tabs so it's not. Only 12 horses out of 150K were in the race. Yep. And out of the 12 horses, I got 12th. Dead last, bro. Dead last. Imagine telling your normie friends, like your normie friends, yo, forgot to talk about the hard burn. What up, Lucky Jack? The herd burn race. What are your thoughts on the 100K horses race? All getting burned. Winner gets big price. Yeah, when you talked about that on Zed News Network, and then Zed Insights made that little clip about it, like, bro, I love that, because just like you said, it's still entertainment and it's still fun. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're still having fun by burning horses, because you know you have that shot. It's like Squid Games. They should really just call it a Squid Games race and get a partner with Squid Games and then do a 100 horse entry and only one person wins, but like you win, I don't know, maybe like $2,000. Do a Squid Games race every race. 99% of horses are gonna get burned, and that 1%, that one horse will make it through, or maybe the horses that get first, second, or third. I like that, Lucky Jacks. That's a good idea. But I would probably like two authentication factor, 2-factor authentication or whatever, so you don't accidentally toss one of your monster horses into that race, and then you're just like, what did I just do? You just tossed 40K in the trash on accident, you know? That's what I would be scared of, is that it's just like it doesn't have its own class. They should do like a burn class and then only have it in there. The floor just randomly drops away over a steeple jump to lose half the pack. The floor just randomly drops away over a steeple jump to lose half the. What you mean? The floor just randomly drops away over a steeple jump to lose half the pack. Like the secondary market floor? What you mean? LOL, that's gold. Yeah, we need a Squid Games race every month, bro. Set it up, Lucky Jacks. Once we get custom races, Squid Games Sundays. Every Sunday, Squid Games race. Set it up. I'm there. I'm there. Just not with any of my good horses, but I'll be there. Imagine that one person that tosses a Z1 into that race, though. Know the ground. The ground. I'm so confused. So confused. It's all good. I'm slightly retarded too, guys. So, a steeplechase when you land after jump the track. Oh shoot! Dang. A steeplechase when you land after jump the track disappears. Oh my god! You just see horses falling into like the ether. Sorry I'm late. I'll watch it back, Jack. Yeah, it was a good talk. It was a great talk. Do you have the horse named Blackjack as well? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Half the pack gone to the next jump. Dude, that'd be so insane. I mean, but that's making it fun, right? Like you're making like I would bust up laughing watching that race, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be hilarious. All right, let's go look at Know Your Horses. What was it gonna do? Diamonds. Bud. All right. He's starting to get a little bit better, but god damn, cousin. 14 races, 15.79. Haku. Let me go look at this horse. I actually really need to pull this shit up on here so I don't have to look on my phone when I look at the chat. Check out this horse picked up yesterday. Alrighty. Hold on a second. Look at this. Yo, you guys are amazing. Let me just say this. When going back, I'll look at that horse in a second. Going back to right here. Look at this. Like I'm only getting like 40 views, 100 views, 60 views. Now, it's not about views. It's never about views. I only had 67 subscribers when I'm still doing Top Shot videos. You guys are the fucking best. These videos, like once I came into Zed Run, like that's what made me go full time and do this is one, just the community. Like you guys are amazing. But from 67 subscribers to like 411, that's a lot for me. And like I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you for everybody who's in here. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. So let me go look at your horse. Let me pause this so I don't hear myself. Oh, come on. It's like hearing a voicemail, you know, like when you hear yourself on a voicemail, you're like, oh my gosh, who is that talking? 1,000-meter pulling flames. Class 3. Let's see, 1,000-meter 250, and then 1,000 again. It looks like it might be a sprinter. Thank you, bot lady. I appreciate that. I'm gonna feed homeboy. Okay. See, he got an apple and not an energy drink, so you're good. You're good. Every time I go to go feed diamonds, let's see. Financial stats, $4 per race. Other data. Let's go look at the parents. Satoshi, Bolt. Okay, 1 on race. So 2 Z2s to make the Z4. Oh, super rare too. Slate Gray. Oh, you on the dark side. Is this like a dark side a breed? LS, my own voice freaks me out. Yeah. See, I think that's everybody though. Like everybody wants to hear themselves on voicemail. They're like, "Oh my gosh." Won the Griffey, got third in 1,000, got third at 1,200 meters. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Was this a Darkside Supercoats breed? So he got it fed an apple, which is cool. Now let's go feed diamonds. He actually might need to be fed because god damn, he's racing like trash lately. Watch, it's gonna be like it's gonna say it gave him bubble gum or something. Your request to feed. We're just waiting for our node providers to resync before the. Bro, of course, Polygon wants to be down when I want to feed my horse. Some bull. That's some bull. So we got third, 12, 12, first, 6th, 2nd, 4th, 8th, 11th, 8th, 11th, 11th, 8th, 9th. It's like, god damn, dude. Damn. Let's see. 1,800 meters. It's so, like, bro, I'm having a hard enough time remembering where to race 7 horses out. Bot lady, how are you racing all your horses in this tournament? Like, I know where to race these horses, but then, like, the race will pop up and I'll be like, wait, am I sure that this is its distance? It's not easy. Like, these guys with bigger stables, I have no clue how you guys are qualifying for these races, or even remembering where to race your horse at, because I have no damn idea what I'm doing. I should probably keep racing him. See, this is hard to figure out. Let me go look at the horseshoe. 18, 16, he's placed a lot. 24, he's looks more left leaning. It was a random find on the auction. The guy dropped the price. What you mean, like a doofy auction? I'm only racing a couple. Okay. So you're being selective. Let's see what pops up. Can we get a class 3,000 meter? Nope. I think Calico likes 1,400 meters though. Let me go check. I put like 100 studs in the barn. Jeez. I don't even know how you guys keep track of all that stuff. I'm too lazy with spreadsheets and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much work for me. OpenSea? They had an auction on. Oh, you can set like your horse as an auction, right? Is that what you're saying? If you guys want me to look at your horses, just shoot your horse in the chat and I'll check it out. I'll check it out while we wait. So 1,400 meters, Arson is decent. Decent at 1,000. I'll run him at 14. Fuck it. LOL, 100 studs if only. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's going to take me a while to get to 100 studs. Chris says, just got my first Z3 leg last week and put him in the stud, but nothing yet. But hoping with the new breed prices I can get someone. What's the name of the horse? What's the name? We'll go do a little deep dive on it. If you could look at Fellfire for me, please. I got you, cousin. Cool chartreuse color. Yo, Fell, what up, bro? Why can't we get a win? What's the deal, homie? Let's check him out. Man, this dude loves to just get 3rd and 4th and 5th. What's your deal? He does not like 2,400 meters at all. Fell, what's the deal, bro? Man, that's rough. Maybe test out 2,000 meters a little bit more just because he's got 3rd place once. So maybe like you can hope to like go 2 in a row here, and maybe this will start to look left leaning. I would maybe raise 2,200 meters a little bit more. Look up the Glester. What the hell name is that? De Glester hard Unkichud? Bro. See, that's why we got horse IDs. That's why we got horse IDs. For horses' names like that. What the hell is the name of that horse? De Glester Hardinchild. Bro, get out of here with that. Send me the code. Send me the ID. Fierce Brigader. I got you. Wait, who asked before that? Saint Celeste. Hold on. And then I'll go to Fierce. So to answer your question on this horse, I wouldn't really race it at these distances too much more anymore. Maybe this one if you want to qualify, because you get 3rd quite a bit, but it's still like more middle of the pack. I would maybe test out 1,600 meters a little bit more to see if you get some wins over here. I would test out 2,000 meters to see if you can like stack up a couple dubs right here, and then also 2,200 meters. But as far as these guys go, 24 and 26, they look pretty right leaning. This looks pretty A-shape. This looks like a form of A-shape. This looks pretty A-shape, and then kind of left-leaning here, but it could start to turn into an A-shape. So if I was you, I would test out 16, 2,000, and 22 a little bit more, just to see if you can pull out a dub there. Because Fellfire, come on, bro, no wins yet. Like, we need one win at least. So Saints, Celestine looks like she will have the best chance for me. All right, let me look. Okay. Oh, whoa. Looks like you got a left-leaning horse here, my friend. It's looking nice. 1,800 meters for sure. For sure. Just grind this out right here. Grind this out, dude. 100. Let's go look. Drill down. Free if you're racing in the tournament. 1,800 meters. Yeah, bro. Yeah, look at this. Look at this, dude. You're going to qualify for the tournament. Look at your damn show rate. I mean, if you just keep playing this out, like, just keep going right here. Keep going right here. Second, first, sixth, first, second, first. Never lost flames. Let's see who you're going up against. All free. Yeah, I mean, if you want to qualify for the tournament, I have a beast horse, and I'm still racing free races. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want your best shot at qualifying, that's your best shot. You pulled flames over Z10 Jenny. That's pretty good. Z13 pulled flames and another Z13. So, I mean, you pulled flames over Jenny and you play second. And just you're overall really good right here. You know what I'm saying? So, is this where you're racing at in the tournament? Let's just go look at your recent races. Yeah, dude, you got it figured out, bro. Stick with it, man, cuz I think this is it's looking really good. Starting and getting the higher classes, so getting into the more monsters soon. Yeah. You stacked up a couple wins on your way up, though. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 on your way up, which is, bro, you're ranked 7. You're ranked 7 in the mid runners, dude. Like, you're killing it right now. Keep it up, and you should qualify. Nice horse. Yeah, that is a nice horse. Anybody else got a horse? Now, let's see if Emery was fucking with me with this horse's name. I think he was just fucking with me. The Gleister? Oh, my God. I think you're fucking with me, dude. You're serious? You're serious this is a horse's name? Bro, I thought you were fucking pulling my chain. Looks like a left-leaning horse. Same thing here. More place rate. Very consistent right here. Loves third though. He's not liking one. I mean, stay here with it. Let's see. Are you racing him in the tournament at 1,000? Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Let's go to drill down. Free 1,000 meter. You're pulling flames more than half the time. You're left leading, so you're getting points. You've never eight or below. Like, yeah, bro. Stick here. Let's see where you're even at right now. Yeah, you're on your way there. 15 races, ranked 250, 26 average points. Has anybody actually qualified yet? Let's see. Okay, so let's see mid runners. Fucking Alloy, dude. This goddamn horse. So he's at first with 22. Okay, I'm pretty confident I should qualify for this then. I mean, we got some time left, but yeah, you're looking good in the sprinters. Let me check diamonds real quick, just so I can maybe feel a little bit better about myself, because bro, it's a rough start. Yeah, so at 15, yeah, I need to pull out a couple dubs, but if that's the average at 30, I think I'll be good. I just need to pull out a couple wins. Who else got a fierce brigader? I got you. Looks like a good horse though, Emery. Keep racing him there. Did you name that damn horse, bro? Did you name that horse? Man, this horse loves 4th place. What's the deal with this one? Let's go to Horseshoe. Where are you racing him at for the tournament? Let's see. Okay, you're doing marathon for the tournament, it looks like. Wait, no, this is last week. Have you raced this horse for the tournament yet? I got Z3. I got for .115. Okay, I'm liking him. Sequester. What the hell are these names, Emery? Where do you come up with these, and why do you make them so difficult? Because they're some of the hardest names to spell. Um. Okay, let's look. 1600 meters. So it's showing that he just pulls flames here generally. So maybe just like a strong general, uh, like base ability horse. If we go back and look at his odds at 2000, he's in the 20s. But once you hit 18s, you're in the 10s. So, I mean, he's not always in the 10s and the 18s, though. So that's weird. He's pulling his lowest odds at 1000 to 18 and 16. 1000 through 18 is where, when we did have odds, he would pull his, and he's flaming at 1800. Oh, not even 16, 1800 meters. Yeah, if I was going to race this horse in the tournament, I'd go 1800 meter free and just try and, because it's all left leaning, nothing 8 or behind, and you're flaming at 60. Like that's the only place. This and 2200 meters are the only places that horse is flamed at. 9.7% average OS. What about his OS? Can you tell me what OS is? Sorry, I'm not the smartest. All in Tesla. I'll look at that horse in a second. Can someone tell me what OS is real quick? Sorry. Offspring. Oh shit, my bad. Okay. What's up, Sniper? Whoa. Okay. I mean, pretty like flat line. It is highest over here though, so that's nice to see. It has more wins than anything. It's looking like it just breeds. So even its offspring are the best at 1800 meters. So I don't know if that's a pass down of distance preference. So you 9.7% average. Yeah, and I've heard like a 10% winning horse is a good horse. So I mean, I think this is pretty good. If I was going to race him in the tournament, I would race him at 1800 meters, but I mean, you've got Zombie Racing has one of the offspring. Who else? I think he's really the only one that I know that has offspring. So that's pretty cool. OS equals offspring. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Sequester Grun. Are you naming these horses yourself, bro? Can you answer that for me? You must have fucking you loved spelling bees in schools, didn't you? You couldn't wait for the pop quiz, huh, Emery? Special word today is because, class. Does anybody know how to spell because? Emery, first one answers. I got you. I'm sitting over here trying to find this shit on Google. CSEQUUESTER. I don't even know how to say that name. Homie's starting to look like a U shape, bro. Maybe it might be a synthetic U. If it is, I'd test out 1,000 meters just to see if you're continuing to get ones. But yeah, look, left leaning right here. Potentially, either it's gonna start to work out to be a U or like an L shape on this side, and then potentially right here, these look like down distances. So, I mean, all of these, it might just be a sprinter, bro. You might have a 1,200 meter distance preference or like 1,000 meter distance preference or just a sprinter horse, and then have a down distance. So this might be a synthetic U, which will be nice. And if you look at it, you didn't pull flames in any of these higher distance races. No flames, no flames, no flames, no flames, and then flames here. So where are you racing this horse at? Yeah, you're on it, dude. 1,200 meter, 1,400 meter. Let's go to the horseshoe. Oh, never mind. Why was I saying 14? This is 12. Okay, so 12 and 1,000. I would test this horse out at. I would just test 1,000 to see if you still pull flames and if you can pull them more consistently than you would at 1,200 meters, just to check. But Honestly, for the tournament, I would only race 1200 just by the way it's looking. I would test this out just to see if you can pull a win on that first race. If it's like this one and you pull 10, 11, or 12, I'd probably leave this one alone and just totally dial in on the 1200 meter for the tournament. Should I dump 5 ETH into blood portals? Hey, bro, you do it. You do whatever you want. Not financial advice. If I had 5 ETH, I would dump them in there, but I don't have that. Can you check out Caribbean Fluff? I got you. I got you. He said I'm totally naming the horses, bro. Where do you come up with these names? Cuz Caribbean Fluff. Big dog. Okay, okay. Starting to look like a U shape potentially. Let's see. Let's see how much races you got. Okay, you almost got 100 races on him. Yo, down distance right here for sure. And then up distance, like, yeah, bro, this is a synthetic U by the looks of it. Wins, yeah, 22, 26, big money all day. Maybe like only big money right here just because you haven't even got 12th place yet. Big money right here. Maybe test this out a little bit more. Just see here if you pull flames for base ability to see if you have a base ability. If you don't pull flames here, it's probably like less base ability and more distance preference, and this would be where your distance preference is at. So you're pulling flames 70% of the time, 75% of the time, and then literally no flames here. So yeah, this looks like a good horse, good synthetic U. Take it down in class. I mean, it's rough now. It's rough now if because you're not going to be able to race up into the big money, so that like you're not going to be able to take him to class 4 with this and then race at a 2,600 meter $500 buy-in. But you know where to lose, right? So I wouldn't really touch this, and I would just bank these right here. Maybe test this one out a little bit more too. But yeah, you're flaming in all of these right here. Good flame rate 70% of the time, 75% of the time, and just placing 5, 2, 3, and then a lot more than any of the other ones. Haven't seen without being good at 24. Yep. So yeah, you probably got a marathon horse. So are you trying to qualify this horse in marathon? Yeah, bro, you're on it. You're on it. It's probably because not a lot of 2,600 meters are popping up, right? But I mean, you got first here, and you still pulled flames in the 22. A Z21. Yeah, you still pulled flames. I would, if you could only do like these, yeah, maybe this one only just to see, because you still have, you're going to have to play the numbers out to see if this flame rate goes down to what this is at 38 races. But at 16 races, you have 75 over 71 with like way less last place. So hopefully like you're a 2,600 meter, but I know that those rarely pop in and it's just hard. Exactly. Got the parents up for breeding as well, but I can't put the dad in stud as I'm also racing him. Yeah, it's rough. Got cougar blood in it. You gonna sell after the reveal? What if the price tanks? Best legacy, low Z leg view. All right, let's check it out. Best legacy. Is there that comma in there? Or apostrophe, however you say that. Like I said, guys, I'm not the smartest. I cheated my way through school. Like technology, so easy to graduate high school now these days. You sit in Spanish class, and some kid next to me would have an Apple Watch, and he would have like all of his shit, all of the Spanish shit on his Apple Watch, and he'd have it under his sleeve. So he'd just be like this. He'd pull his Apple Watch back, look at all the tests. Teacher walks back, throw it right back over. Like, especially with online school, I'm sure kids just cheat so easily now. All right, best legacy. Got some wins, 25% heat rate. Let's go look at the horseshoe. Pretty U shape at 1,600 meters. It looks like not the steepest U, a pretty flat U. But here we go, 1,800 meters. This is what I like right here. Not a high heat rate, but still wins more. So maybe like this is like probably it's probably a U shape horse here if you play it out more. Because this diamonds kind of looks like this once you go out of 1,600 meters. It's that you're not most likely to place. So you're not going to pull flames because maybe some base ability horses are going to take these 2 spots from you. So 3 horses will be most likely to get right here. But you're the one that's most likely to win, and that's what odds would show. So I think if we had odds around and you're racing at 1,800 meters, you'd still have the best odds, but some people might place more than you. Yeah, it's hard to it's so hard with a U shape in a tournament. Like you gotta win. You gotta win some. And like that's what I'm saying. Go to where you can win. Because if we just go look at here, like average points 22.8 isn't that high. I mean, yeah, it's at 30 races, but it's just hard with a U shape. Potentially a U shape right here as well. 1,000 meters. I mean, 1 race and you won, no heat distance. So it's looking like this horse might just be a pure U if you test out the other distances, because he's not pulling flames, but he's still winning. And you've won at all but, 3 distances? 4 distances? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. So, I mean, you're pretty good, dude. I think you're set. It is going to be hard for you to qualify, but if you do go on a streak of first, second, first, third, second, I think you should be on the right path. Let's see if any 1,600 meters popped up. This one's about to fill, so I'll hop in this one. 9 out of 12. I should probably wait. 0.02 with basically no stats, so got lucky. It's a good feeling, right? Like when you buy that horse with no races and you're the one that takes a chance on it, because someone else didn't have the guts to take a chance on it. You took the chance on it, and guess what? It worked out. I mean, that's what I love about this game. It is a game of discoverability, and if someone's coming in, they don't understand that you might not win right away. You know what I'm saying? You might have a U-shaped horse, and you might get 10, 11, 12, and still pull flames, and that'll be a good thing. But if you don't understand the game, it's rough. So I think that's where arbitrage truly capitalizes. Like off of me, he could have capitalized. Why? Diamonds is my first horse. I don't know much about the game, but I know I bought him for 1.1. And then so the next day when I'm coming on and I have a 3 Ethereum offer, it's like, this is my first horse. So I'm like, I don't know if this normally happens. Like, does this happen for everybody? How good is this horse? Why are you offering me 3 Ethereum? Like, why? This person must know something I don't. So that's just the way I've looked at it. But yeah, you taking that risk, it's fun because you took the risk and now you got the rewards. Dallas Texan, sure, what I'm trying for. It's hard to utilize the U. But it's fun. I mean, that's what this game is about, right? Scratching off those lotto tickets. I mean, even if you buy a Genesis horse, right? You buy a Z1. If you're buying it unraced, that's still a lotto ticket. You know that like you have the best chances of this being a winner, or like it's gonna be a good horse, but still at the end of the day, it's a lotto ticket. So I love the lotto tickets. They don't always hit, but when they hit, it's a damn near life-changing experience. All right, so 10 out of 12. Can someone else hop in this race? We got there's some heavy hitters in this one. I'll hop in here. Yo, where's Golden Turd? Actually, you can't even race him, Corey, into this class. My first and only Genesis, all about rhythm. 10K lotto ticket. My first and only horse, all about rhythm. Did you buy this horse UUU or unnamed or not unnamed, unraced, unbred, or was it bred and raced? What was the name? All about rhythm. Okay, 10% win rate, decent. 18% place rate. You're pulling flames almost a little bit under half the time, and whoa, looks like a marathon horse. Let's check him out. 26. Yeah, dude, it's kind of same thing here. Like, looks like a down button at 1,200 meters, and this looks like it's distance preference. 2,600 meters you're pulling. I would just see if you continue to continuously pull flames there. So maybe test that one out a little bit more to see if you can keep this 100% flame rate, and then you'll know that this is 100% your distance. But yeah, dude, I mean, 15 wins, 8 places, 13 third places. Like, none of these others are in double digits, and then your first and third are in double digits, so that's nice. This kind of looking like an A shape. I don't know what's going on here. And then, yeah, you pulled. I mean, well, you got fourth, which is never fun, but you can get scratched out by a couple seconds on those. So I would go back and check that one out. Just got to C2 with him, and it's much harder. Yeah, dude, it's rough out here. Hey, the race field. Let's go. Let's see if we got any races running soon. Nope. Let's look at the results. Let's see if Arson won his 1,000 meter. Buddy. Let's go study him real quick. Horseshoe, 1,000 meter. Ay, caramba. It's looking like a U shape potentially. Because look, 2, 3, and then it's like going down, dipping down, and then boom. So maybe I got a couple ones on the way. But if I get like 2 more ones and then it's 3, it's potentially looking like a U shape. I probably shouldn't. It's so hard to get a U shape to qualify for these damn tournaments, dude. I mean, but wins, the wins definitely do help out a lot. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Let's try him out at 1,400 meters. Fuck it. Let me see. Yeah, cause he's still winning. Let's test it out. Has anybody entered the wrong horse into a race? Like, have you entered your horse that's supposed to be racing in sprinters into a mid distance because you weren't paying attention or you clicked on the wrong horse? I think I did that last tournament, and it totally fucked me, to be honest, because it's such a cutthroat qualification that if you don't win a couple races, it's not gonna look good. So we got Dahan, however you say that. Oh, and darkest before dawn. Yes, when I'm sleepy. Yeah, it's the worst, right? It's not fun. You ever like had coffee in your cup or think you had coffee in your cup and you go to take a drink of it and it's empty? Man, that sucks. All my races with Dweeb yesterday. Oh, you entered them in wrong? What were you trying to enter him in, and then what did you enter him in? That's rough, dude. Completely missed his turn, messed his tourney up, and it was my fault. I've done it before too, dude. I've done some dumb shit before. Like the last tournament, I was racing and my stamina wasn't updating. So like when I mean it wasn't updating, it wasn't on the computer. It said it was at 100%. So me being a dumbass, I'm like, oh, my horse isn't losing stamina. I'm just gonna get to my 30 races in one day and qualify, and then go and bitch his head and tell him that they didn't, that stamina was jacked and that I could qualify my horse in one day. And then turns out that my computer was just bugging and my horses were losing stamina. It's just that it wasn't showing it on my screen. So I lost like 5 races in a row just being dumb. So yeah, but I know the feeling, man. It sucks. It sucks to shoot yourself in the foot in a tournament. It's not even that other competitors beat you. It's kind of like we beat ourselves, you know. It's not fun. I remember that day. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, like, what's up with this, Said? What's up with this? Can we get the race to run? Went from 90 to 70. Yeah, it's rough. Not fun. Come on, cousin. I think we'll do this race. If you guys got any more horses you want me to look at, we'll do that. But we'll call it a day here soon. Once we can get these races to run. Yep, hurt more when it's your fault. Yeah, bro. It's like, damn. Because especially when the final day comes and if you're close to the cutoff line, but those your own mistakes were the reason why you didn't qualify. It's rough. Definitely rough. I'd rather have my horse just go on an absolute bender those last few days instead of me be the reason why he didn't qualify. So it's been a minute and a half, and this race has not run. We're just sitting here looking at the gate. Anybody else have this happen to him this morning? We'll watch this race. We'll watch the 1600 meter that's supposed to run, if this one ever runs, and then we'll dip out. We'll call it a day. All right, here we go. It's all right, AC. We'll make it. We'll make it. There's always another tournament too. And then in that time, you get to breed some horses. You'll have more horses, more opportunities. The next one, I'm used to losing in poker to misclicks. Ooh, that's rough. That's so rough. See, that's what I'm saying. Like when they do this, the Lucky Jacks race, the Squid Games race, they're gonna have to do like double click so people don't actually put their good horses into that race, because that would suck. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can actually see. If this dude gets 12th place again, Arson, let's go, bud. Turn on the jetters. I don't know if that's a good enough kick, homeboy. That's not a good enough kick. That's not a good enough kick. Yo, huge reaction is cooking. Anyone who needs a cover, yep, go check that out. Go check that out. He's going to get 12th again, or like 10th. 10th? 10, 11, 12, 9? Sheesh. Sheesh. That's rough. Let's see if the 1600 meter. All right. If Diamonds doesn't pull flames in this race, Zed, nerf my horse. I'm telling you right now. Barely anybody pulls flames over Diamonds. Okay. We still got flames. All right. Hey, you can't ever be too sure. I was talking a whole lot of shit about Zed on the Redwood City Classic day. I lost that race. I lost like 9 races in a row after that. So I'm just sitting back like, they nerfed my horse. I shouldn't have never talked shit. Well, let's go. We pulled flames. We should have a bunch of wins or second places in the cards because, bro. Let's go look. We got 2.5 minutes. And this will be the last race of the day. Let's look. Because he's not doing hot at the start of this tournament. It got me worried. Do the drill down. Still flaming. Let's go. Still pulling flames. That's all I because once I saw I wasn't pulling flames anymore, I'm like, bro, nobody pulls flames over me. All right, so when the tournament start? Wednesday? So from right here, we started the tournament 9th place, 8th place, 11th, 8th, 6th, and then we got to win. I'm like, geez, what's the deal? And then we go 12th, 3rd place. So we've got 1 win and 1 3rd place in this tournament. Now, I might be tripping. That might be good, but I don't know. Like, has anybody not got a win in the tournament? Let me know. And if you have got wins in the tournament, let me know. Because I want to know if like people are winning with their horses right now, or if it's still rare to get a win in these tournaments. Because the points you get for first place are a lot more than 2nd and 3rd. So it's going to add up if you can stack a couple wins. You stack like 6 or 7 wins on the way up and you're good. Nobody puts Diamonds in the corner. Dude. It's rough. Who do we got? Do we have we got 1 Z1 in this race. I'm used to racing against. Oh, Wag Me Racing. This dude is building out his Infinity Gauntlet. Straight up. He's got LBJ Gold. He got Valley. He got this horse, Bermuda Triangle. I'm not about to go missing either. Diamond's about to smoke this boy. I'm getting some wins, but my 1U horses has been on the wrong end of the U. Yeah, it's rough, right, bro? It's like, man, I don't know if the horses that are going to get fourth and fifth and third a lot more are going to qualify over me with like a couple wins. It'll be interesting to see. My cousin Vinny, I've heard of this horse. Unethical Racing, I've heard of him. Rain or shine. I have a Valley grandson. I'm trying to pimp out. Haha. Simply Valley. I'll check that out afterwards. How much did you pay for that breed? And you said I'm trying to pimp him out. Okay. So no takers yet. No takers yet. All right, here we go. Buddy. Diamonds. Bud. Can you turn it around for us? We need you. The streets need you. How many average points do you think will be cut off? Perhaps 30? Depends on which distance. I think it's going to be lowest again in mid distance just because it was last time. There's a lot of high base ability horses, and when a horse gets first, second, or third, that horse that's getting pushed out to fourth is probably only by like inches or, like milliseconds. For attorney A or B, good question. Good question. I'm not sure how much. I know it's all I know is that at the sprinters and the marathon, it's going to be higher than the mid distance. Dead Cat Hawk. Diamonds is not kicking. I'm not gonna go back. If he doesn't get on screen, he doesn't get on screen. I'm not going back to. Oh, I think he's coming. Never mind. He was coming for a second. Dude. Diamonds, buddy. Oh, is he coming? Is he coming? Oh, here we go. See, this is what it looks like. When we get a good kick, I'm going to win this. He's going to win this. That's a good kick right there. I got to let him come back on screen. That's what it is. You don't go and get your horse when he's off screen. Nah, you earn that shit. I'm not going to come back and watch you sitting in 12th place. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass back on the screen and earn it. Let's go. Let's go. See, that's a good high variance roll. Why? Because I beat them by like almost a whole second. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a good roll with a U-shaped horse, nobody's going to beat you unless they have another U-shaped horse that can pull a higher variance roll. But I think that's it. I think you just got to let your horse get back on screen. You don't go back and watch him. Nah, you earn that shit. Get your ass back on screen, and that's how we're going to do it. That's going to be my new MO. I'm not going back to watch my horse when he doesn't feel like kicking. I'd rather just see him pop onto the screen at the end and cop the dub. So let me see. You said your horse's name was Simply Valley. Let's go check it out. Yo, thank you for everybody who's still here watching too. I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'm not talking your ear off. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Let's check him out. Horseshoe. No flames here. Yo, a win here, no flames though. So you might just have a maybe low base ability, high variance horse at this distance. Let's check. V Racing. I mean, you had a 50% win rate. Are you? Oh, is he in stud right now? Let's go look. Yep. I mean, hey, shoot. There you go. That's a decent price. $219. He's in there for a week. Hey, anybody wants to go get some Valley blood? Go do that. I would come in. What is it? This is a Nakamoto, right? Oh, okay, a Zabo. Yeah, I'd probably come with another Zabo just to keep it a Zabo. But yeah, you can make like what, like a Z15, something like that. Yeah, and you got him priced up here, like a fair price for that blood, because you're getting Valley blood. Yeah, man. How do you change to a dark screen in Know Your Horses? I think it automatically did it for me, but we can try and figure out how to do it right here. I think it was automatic, to be honest. Let's look. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think it was automatic, but I've seen someone say that they hated dark mode, and Ryan from Know Your Horses responded to the dude and showed him how to turn it off. I don't know. And I don't like logging in. I don't like connecting my wallet to any of this stuff. Mrs. Gray. All right, I got you. I got you. MRS Gray. Looks like a good horse, dude. Looks like you got a lot of fucking just like high, like left leaning horses. Like, bro, 1400 meters, good right here. Maybe if we can, if homie wants to start pulling some dubs, come on, Gray. What are we doing here? Yeah, I mean, like you're placing though, so that's good. And no, you still have 100% flames. So I would ride this out. I would just continue to ride this out. Are you racing at 14? Yep, dude. And yeah, you're right on point with how to race this horse. Look, in all your 1400 meters, like you're cooking, dude. Yeah, this horse is gonna qualify. Rank 420. Funny. Yeah, you'll be fine. I think this horse will be fine. Let's go look at the charts. And see, that's what's beautiful about these tournaments is that horse isn't profitable right now, but doing very well in the tournament to where if it gets past quarterfinals, like bro, this is gonna be a profitable horse. If it can make it past qualifications. 11 hours, 3 covers on Loco Dice. Help a sister out, and I'll send you back $125 rebate. Anyone who breeds with him, DM me on Twitter. So if you guys want to go breed with Bot Lady's horse, get some of your money back. That's always nice. Go do that. You guys got any more questions? Any more horse reviews or anything like that? If not, I'm going to hop up out of here, and we're going to call it a day. I'll post the full interview on Spotify. I'll post it on YouTube. And then we're back tomorrow with Retro Racing. Going to talk about just why he wants to be the voice of Zed, all that stuff. I think that's an interesting story. How he's got stable swag and all that stuff. Yeah, no problem. Look at Loco Dice real quick. Yeah. I got you. He's in stud for how much you said? Loco. Coco mi loco. Okay. What's up, Loco? Why you love 5th place, bro? Loco loves 5th. 1800 meters looks good. 1200 meters, I would just test him out just to see where you can, if you can pull another 1st place or where this, because you got a bunch of ones all over, right? It's nothing like consistent in one finishing position. So Coco, we need to get out of 5th place. Coco's tripping. Yeah, I would maybe test out 26 just to see if you can pull a flame there or win. But it's looking like 1,000 meters is good. I don't like these 5th places. I don't know what Coco's deal is with the 5th place. Coco needs to get that checked out. Yeah, I would test out this one a little bit more just to see if like you'll double up and this will become 2, or if you're gonna go right back to 5th and it'll be like 2 here. But yeah, still looks like a good horse. Let's go look at the how do you look at, okay, here we go. Satoshi Saddle, 11% winner, and then no percent, but they're both pulling sub 15 odds, so that's good. He's got a 50% flame rate. What's up with this guy? 6 races, 50% flames, no wins. 1200 meters. Yeah, I mean, if I had this horse, do you own this horse, Bot Lady? No. This guy should probably be racing this horse at 16 and 18 only. Okay, he's pulling 100% flames here, so I would just continue to grind that out. At least it's not 4th, right? And you're not getting a pity point anymore, so it's like kind of like, hey, that's fine. Thanks, man. Great stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, that's it. That's the one offspring, not mine. That's its one offspring. Which one? Let me go back and look. Let's go ancestry. Solimar. Alcoholic. Yo, am I tripping or is this Oh, I thought that was a breed color. I'm like, yo, who named a breed color alcoholic? Um, so this is the offspring. Whoa. Wait, hold up. Let me double check that. Is never mind. So why is cause that's the mother. Okay, I'm bugging. All right, here we go. What's up? This dude loves sixth place. I would probably, if I had this horse, I'd race him here just because he's really far left leaning, and then potentially test this out because he's got a middle, so maybe it's like a U shape. But yeah, it looks like a good horse. Bot lady, can you say how much? Looking forward to tomorrow's stream. Yeah, this looks like a. You could buy it now for 0.05, the offspring, if you want to get that blood black. 0.05. So Solimar, not Solimar, never mind, I'm bugging. It's who is it? Loco Dice. Loco Dice in stud. Let's go check out Loco, see the breeding color. Only has one other offspring, so you still have that chance of getting the good one, you know what I'm saying? Like with diamonds, I'll just give you an explanation. I paid on OpenSea 0.085 for Loco. Nice. And you're 333 here. One offspring, 3 left. Yeah. And if you're looking at Loco, like he hasn't produced the crazy horse yet, right? So you still have that chance of, because he only has one offspring. So if you go look at diamonds, and I just use this as a comparison for like any horse, to where I'm saying even if you compare, like, yeah, Concentrate has bred a lot of good horses. But if I was using all the other horses as a metric to like study against when I went and bought diamonds unnamed, I probably wouldn't have bought him because, well, it's not that I wouldn't have bought him. It's just that they're not of the caliber that he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a high caliber that he sticks out among anybody else. Okay, so let's look here. 18% win rate, 27% place rate, and 35% show weight with a 0.8 profit over 667 races, right? Take diamonds out of the equation, and let's go look at some of these other horses. They're still good horses, but just not the superstar, right? So when I'm saying, like, I think every horse, maybe not every horse, but I think some horses, they're going to breed like all around good horses, and that's what Concentrate's done, because they're still like more over here, more wins in more places than it is like 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and kind of like these are almost the same as 12th place right here, but they weren't diamonds, you know what I'm saying? So I think you can use other horses as a metric, like previous like breeds, like sisters and brothers to what you're gonna buy. But I also think that you still have that chance to hit the grand slam on any horse, because any horse could produce like a monster horse, because we've seen donkey horses can produce a monster horses, and a monster horse can produce a donkey horse. You know what I'm saying? So it's you still got a chance to, with those horses that don't have like a lot or don't have the superstar already bred, because Diamonds is the superstar of the family tree, right? So now if I had Concentrate, I would only take this horse back and only go and breed with Always Rap, the mother of Diamonds, just to see if you can do it again, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think pairing certain horses together is going to give you a great offspring, but it has to be those two horses. Some of it seems base stats, some seems random, right? Like, some base stats pass down, and then I think the random part is the variability, to like where if you get a high variance roll, really nobody's going to beat Diamonds unless they have higher variance than him. And so, like, for instance, if we go back to the $500 race, not to like toot my own horn, but let's just go watch it. Real quick, because Vanilla Bean, high variance horse, right? Very high variance horse. And let's just go to my winnings. And we'll watch the race real quick. You don't got to stick around. You guys can peace out, do whatever you want. I just want to kind of give my point on. Yeah, I think base ability is passed down to the offspring, yeah. And then I think variance is like the random factor you get. Because watch Vanilla Bean's kick on this, and there's heavy hitters in this race. We got Jumbo, we got Vanilla Bean, we got Live and Free, we got Spirit of Autumn, Vanilla Bean. I already said that. Glorious Triumph, good horse. Like most of these are Z1s. What Rhymes with Venus, great horse. But I think the Z1s have very high base ability, but not high variance. So if a high variance roll horse, yeah, the natural U's are rare, right? So the very high variance horses, me and Vanilla Bean, watch. Vanilla Bean for the longest time in Zed probably had the highest variance, right? That's why he would cook people, right? So like just watch Vanilla Bean's break on this, and then watch Diamonds' break. If Diamonds wasn't in this race, Vanilla Bean's gonna cook the whole field, because I think he just got a higher variance roll, which will beat out these Z1s. So here goes Vanilla Bean. He's gonna go in a second. Diamonds is right here. Vanilla Bean's right here. So down to 800 meters left. Now we're halfway. This is the $500 buy-in, right? This is a big money race. Live and Free, Jumbo, both with big breaks, right? I'm sitting back like, oh shit, there goes Vanilla Bean. If Diamonds is not in this race, Vanilla Bean is winning this race. Diamonds is right here, just chilling out in the back, right? High variance horse. These are all high base ability horses, so they're still going to have good breaks, but look at Vanilla Bean. He's still beating them because his variance is higher. And then Diamonds back here, and then just look at his slingshot. Look at it. Takes it all the way. Vanilla Bean is still going to dust this field and if I'm not in this race. But look at Diamonds. His variance is so high that he even still dusts Vanilla Bean by a lot. By a lot. So here's another high variance horse, and then here's the base Z1s. And then here's probably another high variance horse on a bad roll. So I don't know. Yep. So Leroy's probably a great high variance horse to where like that's a horse you want to go big money with, because yeah, if you lose, you're probably gonna get 12th. But if you win, like if you get a good roll, you're most likely gonna dust the whole field. So that's what I think of that. That's why I entered the Redwood City Classic, and that's why really I don't use previous or like brothers and sisters to weigh metrics on a horse, because I still think if you get a horse that's a raw U and gets that natural or not natural, gets a high variance roll, then it's going to be better than all of its brothers and sisters. He comes out of nowhere. It's the best thing to watch that though, right, Bot Lady? You got like maybe 200 meters left, and then you're in 12th place, and like just like with that last race, I'm not going back to watch Diamonds if he's off screen. I'd rather let him go back on screen. But it is nice to see your horse come back from the back like that after like you get the feeling like, God damn it, I'm going to lose another race. And it's like, oh, maybe not. Go. So it's fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Lucky Jacks. Thank you to Bot Lady for being a great moderator. Thank you to everybody who is in the chat. Andy, AC Wolf, Chris, Jack Hallips, Ben Morgan, Corey, everybody, Bot Lady, Golden Glow Master, everybody that was in here. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Dallas Texon, shout out to Freight Train coming through. Get the F out the way. Facts. Let's go. Good luck to everybody in the Fibonacci Cup. We're back tomorrow. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Peace.